No?
Alright, action.
Wait! Ha. It just broke! Ha. It's not even the right holiday! Whoa! That was fast! Hey guys, welcome to DIY 101. This is the channel where we show you how to do awesome DIYs, amazing life hacks! Whoa. That was a bit extra. And so much more! Today, we're going to be showing you, well, I mean, it's kind of obvious. Get the gist. Get the gist. Get the gist. Anyways, today we're going to be showing you 3 awesome New Year's DIYs that you can use for your New Year's party. So without further ado, guys, let's get right into the video. For the materials you're going to be needing, one of 2 plastic cups, big or small. You're going to be needing 2 dabbers and a paint palette. 2 paint colors, I chose gold and white. So what you're going to do is first, you're going to take one of your cups and you're going to mask the top edge around, just like this. Now you're going to want to get it as even as possible. See how I did it here? I made sure to go back over. Now what you're going to want to do is pour your white paint into your paint palette, and you're going to need quite a bit. And just use your big, large dabber to dab the entire thing. And once you have it, it should look like this. Now, as a little hack, once you peel off your tape, you might notice that the paint kind of seeped under it. So what I like to do is soak a Q-tip in rubbing alcohol and just run it along that edge to make it nice and smooth. Now all we have to do is cover the white edge with the tape and paint the top edge with gold. I also decided to add a few details at the bottom, just pulling my brush down and kind of just smoothing it out with my thumb. So here's my tall one, here's my small one. So for the small, all I decided to do was spray paint the cup black and spray paint the bottom piece silver. Then after spray painting and all of it being dry, I dry brush the black. Moving on to our next DIY, this is a really fun one. I decided to make a nice candy holder that really just captures the theme of New Year's. So what I did was took this 3-part food holder and I took 3 different paint colors. In the middle, I chose a black color. And as you can see, you're going to need quite a bit of it. And all I did was spread it around with my paintbrush. And this is just me spreading it out even more. Now, the footage makes it look brown, but it's actually black, and it dries matte. For the next part, I chose gold, and for the last one, I did silver. Moving on to our next DIY, we have a really cool centerpiece that it looks like the ball dropping, so it's just a really awesome DIY. So what I had was a wooden dowel, some tinsel, I chose the silver color, some black sparkly ornaments. These were actually just plastic. I had 10 of them. I had some gold paint. I had black paint again. I had just a small little clip-on chalkboard, a mason jar, a styrofoam ball, doesn't have to be smooth at all, and any kind of colored charger you'd like. So I started off by pouring my black paint all onto my charger. Just like that. Then all you have to do is spread it all out. Spread it all out nice and smooth. And you want to get all the sides, the center, you want to get the sides, and everywhere you can see that is red. Now we're going to take our wooden dowel, and I decided to paint mine black as well. So I just painted it black. Oh, and all the paints that I'm using, just a disclaimer, are acrylics, so they dry really fast. Next, what I decided to do was cut mine because it was quite long. So as you can see, I got a shorter piece and decided to just throw that out. What we really need is the nice long piece, so I'm gonna keep that. And we also want to paint that top edge, just like we did the bottom. It did take me a little bit to get in there, but you know, I got it eventually. Next, we're gonna hot glue our mason jar down onto our charger, which we painted black and dried earlier. The first time, my mason jar didn't really stick, so I had to re-glue it, and the second time it worked. Next, we're gonna bring in the power tools. That is right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to bring in a drill, which is really going to help us with our next steps. But first, we have to choose a drill bit. Oh my god. Choosing it was really hard, but all I had to do was find one that was kind of the same width as my dowel. So, you know, once I had mine figured out, I decided to put it in. Is drill a hole straight into the center, and then use our dowel to push the rest of the way through. Now what I did here was cut some of the tinsel, and I really just cut it into little blocks, and glued it all onto the styrofoam ball until I was done. I went out and collected some rocks, you know, like you do, but these are some really nice white rocks that I decided to use. And they look really good in here. I just put them all along the bottom to create a stable base. Then what I did was put my wooden dowel with the ball on it, onto it. Or into it, I guess. And then what I did was filled up the rest of the cup with the rocks. Now we're gonna take our small little chalkboard clip-on, and we're going to take our gold paint and a nice paintbrush. I just like to have the paint in the cap, so I don't really dirty anything, especially when I'm working with small things like this. Then all you have to do is paint the edges, and write a quote or just Happy New Year like I did on mine onto the chalkboard. I decided to use a Sharpie that was white, but you can use anything. And this is what it looked like. Alright, now coming to the final stages, we're going to take our black ornaments and we're going to be taking off the little silver part. Now we're just going to be taking our hot glue gun and gluing them all around the mason jar. And I just decided to add in a little bit of tinsel. And our little topper. And that is it, guys. 3 New Year's DIYs that I hope you really enjoyed. I really enjoyed making them and filming my process. I really hope you found this helpful in some way. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye! A big shout out to Split Vision. You can go check out his YouTube channel. Link in the description. And Inferno Silva, one of my friends who helped with secondary recording. Also, the random UPS man that came to my house and told me good luck. Thank you so much to you.